Alright everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Ben Jordan, Case 1, The Search for the Skunk Ape. CR Game Scott here, hoping everyone had a good Thanksgiving, though in truth I am recording this the day after Thanksgiving, Black Friday as it were, but I'm not sure when it's actually going to be posted, because I am trying to spread out the videos from the day before Thanksgiving. I guess to post the first one through Christmas Eve, which is actually a several week, or at least a few week period, so this may actually not show up for a little while after Thanksgiving, so apologize for not being particularly topical. Anyway, as you recall, we talked to this protester, this environmentalist, who had some very strong views about his disdain for the human race and how they were treating the planet. His rantings aside, let's continue on and go into the visitor center, and maybe we'll deal with this character again in a little while. Yes, welcome to the Everglade National Park Visitor Center, I believe. Not to make fun of the game, I know it's independently made, I'm not giving the guy a hard time. I just always, as I point out a lot of times, it is kind of funny that you do have these small, either villages or buildings and things in what should be a much larger area, and it's kind of funny that this would be the visitor center for the entire Everglades National Park, if that's in fact what's being represented in this game. In any event, let's take a look around and see what we have. That's the door. The automatic door leads back out to the park. And this is the receptionist. The receptionist looks young, eager, in desperate need of a haircut. He's got a mug over there. On the counter is a white mug. Written on it are the words, "My other cup is blue." Fair enough. It's a drinking fountain. It's a door to the men's room. Apparently this visitor center does not have a women's room, so women be careful, I guess, if you are going to go to Everglades National Park. May not be adequate facilities for you. Display case. The display case contains several fossils, as well as some teeth. Plaque. The plaque reads, "The following items have been found in or around this area of the park." Makes sense. Let's talk to this fellow. Interesting setup you've got in here. Yeah, the tourists seem to like it. And the exclamation point, I don't know if I mentioned that before, this is just kind of to make a statement, as the punctuation would indicate. And the question mark is to actually query the individual about questions. Hello. Hello, and welcome to the Everglades National Visitor Center. Visitor Center. How can I help you? Skunk Ape. Do you know anything about the Skunk Ape? Can't say that I do. I've never even heard of a Skunk Ape before. Oh. Well, then never mind. Have you heard anything about the recent murders? I think I overheard one of the rangers talking about it. But nobody around here tells me anything, so I'm just a receptionist. And I'm pretty clueless when it comes to park gossip. That seems a little unfair. Maybe, but if people are getting murdered, I'd rather not know about it. What can you tell me about the visitor center? Well, everything in here is pretty self-explanatory. I guess I can tell you more about that display case over there, and the animatronic Makasuki in the next room. What's in the display case? If you read the plaque, you can see that it contains fossils found near this area. Mainly it's just some alligator and shark teeth, and a couple of imprinted rocks. Can I take a closer look? I'm afraid not. We've had problems with tourists stealing the relics. The glass case is there for a reason, you know. What can you tell me about the animatronic Makasuki? It's a robot of an Indian. It's tacky, politically incorrect, and gives you a blessing if you put a coin in it. I see. Anything else? It's broken. Which probably is for the best, if you ask me. Tell me something about yourself. What for? I don't know. I'm just being friendly. It's all the same to you. I'd rather not talk about myself. Alright. Fair enough. That's all the information I needed. Enjoy your visit. Alright, so not the greatest personality in the world, but somewhat helpful. We did learn about the Makasuki Indian in the next room and about this case. Well, let's see if we can take a look. despite his warnings. Hey, please don't touch the display case. Oh, sorry. Can we have a drink? You're feeling particularly thirsty at the moment. Let's check out the men's room. Can we use the facilities? You flush the toilet and get a strange satisfaction from doing so. And there's even the sound effect for the toilet flushing. Can we wash our hands now? You don't need to wash your hands at the moment. Guess we can't dry our hands then. No, there's no need to use the hand dryer, as your hands are not wet. Can we admire ourselves in the mirror? You don't have time to play around the mirror right now. I have the light bulb. No, that's not an interactive object. Toilet paper. In a fit of kleptomania, you decide to take the whole roll of toilet paper. You never know when it might come in handy, after all. Alright, well that's all we can really do in here for now. It's kind of a large bathroom, or large area for just one toilet. I think there'd be more stalls, but this is a stripped down version of the visitor center, I guess. Okay, let's go into the next room. It actually took me a while to figure out that you could actually just go. There's a room over here. It doesn't really seem that there is, but yes, this is the back part of the visitor center. As you can see, not the world's largest visitor center. Let's take a look around. Who's this character? A shaman. He's a starting lifelike animatronic robot depicting a Makosuki shaman. They didn't even call their spiritual leaders shamans? I don't know, I always thought that was more African, maybe? I don't know. Yeah, so there's an alligator in the background, you can't really look at him. What's on this poster? The poster features a rather boring illustration of the water cycle and its importance to the park's ecosystem. I see. Interesting. You're no science thief, leave the poster alone. You don't want to give some poor janitor a hard time by smudging up the glass. Okay, how about the window offers a fantastic view of an adjacent lake. So, can we do anything with this guy? You'd rather keep your hands to yourself. How about the coin slot? You can't reach in the coin slot with your fingers, so you can't really do anything. As the receptionist told us, this thing isn't working very well. And it took me a long time to actually figure out what to do here. It does give you a hint when you try to use the coin slot. If you recall, it says you can't reach into the coin slot with your fingers, so it means can you reach into the coin slot with something else? Well, yes, but it actually took me a long time to figure out what that is. You only have a few things in your inventory. I think you might be able to pick up a few other things if you go elsewhere in the game, but none of them work. So we can try the rifle on it. It says shooting that with a rifle wouldn't be very productive. And so none of these other things work. And what confused me is, I think I told you earlier, that you can take a look at your notebook, and it doesn't really give you hints, but it gives you an overview of what you've discussed so far, and kind of tells you what your next objective in the game is. So here we need to build this nature amulet, and these are the components you need in order to create the amulet. We have the shaman here. We have the animal hairs. Remember, we got from the dead ranger. We don't actually have the ancient earth item right now, but here's the shaman. Of course, we can't use the shaman because the machine's not working. I don't know why animatronic shaman works, or whatever. Anyway, so as I was mentioning about the notebook, you need to the notebook is actually not just something you write on, but it's actually an object you can use, or more importantly, it's a pen in a notebook. And so if you use the pen/notebook on the coin slot, you stick the pen into the slot, and whatever was blocking it falls through the machine and into the coin return below. It works. It seems you're tampering with the coin slot has activated the robot. Hello, welcome to Everglades National Park. I am Sharpened Sawgrass, the shaman. For your generous donation, I will now give you good fortune by performing the blessing dance. The robot begins some horrible gyration. This really is the most insulting thing you've seen in a long time. It's pretty funny. Yes. Alright, so the shaman does his little dance, which is great. Unfortunately, we have no need for it because we do not have all the components for the amulet. So let's go to the coin return. What fell? You reach into the coin slot and find a quarter and an odd little piece of carved rock. So the quarter will come in handy, and the carved rock looks to me to be an arrowhead. It is an arrowhead carved from what appears to be flint. Alright, can we combine these things? Yeah, two items don't go together, so I guess not. Alright. So that's pretty much most of what we can do in the visitor. Actually, that's not most of what we can do in the visitor center. We need to get this fossil, or one of the fossils, out of the case. But Howdy Doody over here won't let us do so. So we need to create a bit of a diversion. And if you recall, we can go into the bathroom. One thing I should mention, I'm not saving too much, because in Ben Jordan games, I think maybe one exception in one of the later games, you cannot die. So there's really, I don't think you can get any dead ends. So the only reason you'd save is if you're just playing the game and well, either if you have a technical problem or you want to play it later and close out. That's really the only reason to do so. I'm not closing out while we do the video, of course, so I am actually not going to bother saving too often, and we'll probably do it all offline. Okay, so we stole the toilet paper earlier. Let's see what happens when you flush a whole roll of toilet paper. With childish delight, you toss the entire roll of toilet paper into the toilet bowl. And move to the side for a second. And what happens when you hit the flush? Or you flush it? You flush the toilet. Oh dear, it seems that you're throwing the toilet paper into the toilet has caused it to become clogged. Oh, well, it seems like it's out of order now. But who would fix it? Why, none other than the red-headed, long-haired receptionist. I think this is where the exclamation point comes in, where you can make a statement like the toilet's clogged. No, guess not. Alright, well then we'll just ask him about the toilet. Hello. Hello, and welcome to Everglades National Visitor Park Center. How can I help you? Interesting. Maybe we have to do that multiple times. It has been a little while since I played the game. You've done enough damage as it is. No need to flush the toilet again. Okay, so I thought you had to get him to go out of there before you could do the next step, but I guess not. So what you want to do? You want to make him have to use the toilet. My original thinking was that you tell him about it, then you can tamper with this guy's mug. As you remember, we got these pills that make you regular, I believe. So no, I don't want to give it away. I want to put it in the mug. But I guess you can do it right in front of him. You take the opportunity to slip a water pill into the receptionist's drink. When he isn't looking, it quickly dissolves. Or it's a water pill, I guess, not a laxative. The receptionist takes a big gulp from his mug. For a while, nothing much happens, but then... Oh man, that water went right through me. Excuse me a second, will you? Now, I guess the game could end here. You could just snag it. Or not end here, make it the puzzle. Oh, I don't believe this. The toilet is broken. I have to find someplace to pee. And then you can snag the fossil while that happens, but you can't really do that. Thank goodness for that tree over there. What the? Hey, what are you doing in Gaia? Do you think you're doing? In the name of God, do you think you're doing? Oh, well, the bathroom isn't working, so I just thought I'd drown this poor tree in your vile waste product? How would you like it if someone just decided to relieve themselves on you? Well, I guess I wouldn't. Of course you wouldn't. I suppose you think it's okay just because it's a tree. Well, I mean, it's not like it can feel it. Oh, that's what you think. I've got some information for you, sonny boy. The man proceeds to yell at the poor receptionist, who looks as though he fears for his life. This could go on for quite some time. Alright, so I guess it gives us a long enough time to jack the fossil. Since the receptionist is currently occupied, you swipe a shark tooth from the display case. Ben Jordan. Teeth. The receptionist probably wouldn't appreciate you messing around with his mug. Well, it's too late for that, isn't it? Okay, so that's pretty much the reception area. And that actually, I think, is a pretty good place to stop. We got the whole visitor center finished. I guess we can talk to these guys. So we're try and talk to these guys and see if anything happens. You'd really rather not get involved. Asking them, you'd rather not get involved. Can I shouted either one of them? Okay, same deal. Alright, so that is is video 3 of Let's Play Ben Jordan. This is CR Games Scott. Hope you had a good time. I will see you next time, and I am signing off for now. Take care.